welcome to the Libra Lunar Eclipse on April 15th. And this is the first eclipse in 2014. We're going to have 4 Libra Lunar Eclipse on the 15th, followed by the Taurus Annular Solar Eclipse on the 28th, and then we have 2 more eclipses in October. So April is the game changer. April is the month where we turn the page, we turn the corner, and we begin anew. We're in the cycle of Aries, the power of the individual, the power of new beginnings, the power of personal involvement and self-improvement based on the action you take for yourself, what you do for yourself. And remember, when you do what's right for you, it's right for other people. Now, Libra is over here going, okay, when you do what's right for you, you need to include me. Okay? So in other words, we can do what's right for us and include other people. So doing what's right for you means getting feedback from your husband or wife or your partners or your co-workers or your friends or your colleagues, and taking into consideration their feelings, their thoughts. This is what's being asked of us at the Libra Lunar Eclipse, because the Sun and the Moon are not being touched by Pluto and Uranus or Jupiter or even Mars. The Moon is conjunct the transiting North Node in Libra. Libra rules the 7th house of relationships. All of life is relationship. You're having a relationship with your soul. You're having a relationship with your higher self. You're having a relationship with this astrology. You're having a relationship to your health, to your money. You're having a relationship to your work. You're having a relationship to where you live. You're having a relationship to your husband or your wife. You're having a relationship to your children. You're having a relationship to your colleagues, your friends, and so on. All of life is relationships. And isn't it interesting? The first eclipse in 2014 is in Libra. Relationships. You're having a relationship with your astrology. Now, even if people don't follow their astrology, they're still being affected by the astrology, because we are made of the same stuff that the stars are made of. You are stardust. You are golden. And you've got to find your way back to the garden. So here we are at this powerful Libra lunar eclipse. And the grand cardinal cross is on, baby. And it goes exact. Pluto and Uranus goes exact on April 21st, but we're in the energy now. And the most intense time is going to be between the 20th and the 23rd, but I say we're in the energy now. And it is asking for innovation. It is asking for change. It is asking for you to be honest with yourself. Be real with yourself. Be true to yourself. What is your truth? And are you happy in this job? Are you happy in this relationship? Are you happy in this living location? Are you happy in what you're doing? Whatever the answer is, that's what you move from. That's what you change. So it's important that you are looking at what you need right now, because in the sign of Aries, it is about the individual, and it is about the power of the individual. And you have the power to change your life. You have the power to make your life better. Don't wait for the externals to tell you. Don't wait for, whatever you're waiting for. It's not time to wait anymore. It's time to take action. It's time to move ourselves out. Now, I know Mars is retrograde in Libra. However, you still have to take action. You still have to make things happen. So if you don't have the energy to do something, don't push with Mars retrograde. But if you do have the energy and you know it's time to make changes, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to take action. And it's so important to really look at what you need to change in your life, because Pluto and Uranus are forcing all of us to change, right? I just moved, and I use the energy to move, and I love it because I'm so happy where I am now. I'm in like this house of windows. And I have my giant sunroom behind me. And so I'm really thrilled that I've done this, and Pluto and Uranus helped me do it. So you can use this energy to make the changes to improve your life and make your life the way you want it. Now, you know, I'm so glad that you liked the fact that I brought up about how the pharmaceutical companies have taken over and made us believe that, you know, we can't live without them and that they have a pill for everything. And I'm really glad that you're onto it and you got my message there. I'm not the authority of your life, you are. I'm sharing with you my knowledge, my insight, my years of experience of working with a lot of people and what I know for what works for me. And so I want to share that with you. I want you to be empowered. I want you to take the power back from these corporations that have hijacked our government. The Supreme Court just ruled last week that corporations are individuals. That's a lie. A lot of these corporations don't even have a soul. All they want is profit, profit, profit. And that's not the new energy, that's the old energy. And the new energy, if you want to be successful and you want to be profitable, you have to put people first, then the environment, and then profit. And that's what we'll have in fourth dimension and fifth dimension in the new earth. And the new earth energy is corporations and businesses being run by people first, because people are the greatest asset. And let Uranus and Aries prove it. People are valuable. Without people, what do we have? It's all these inventions come from people. Google came from people. YouTube came from people. Penicillin came from people. So people are valuable. They're your greatest asset. They're not to be thrown away. The environment. Hey, we're looking for that plane, right? What are we finding? We're finding plastic in the ocean. You know, we have to take care of these oceans. We have to take care of these whales. And we have to take care of the sea life. And we have to stop using the ocean as our toilet bowl. It is not our toilet bowl. And if we keep going with this, with the ocean this way, you know, we're not going to be here. None of this is going to matter. Well, these corporations, they don't care. They just dump and walk away, you know. And so we have to take the power back. Now, another thing I've noticed too is they have hijacked our food supply. Obesity is a serious problem. And people are getting sick. And they're linking it all to this false food that the corporations have hijacked us into believing is real food. It's not food. If you're eating processed food, you're not eating real food. You need to be eating health food. I mean healthy food in the sense of it's made with whole food. It's made with good oil. It's made from sea salt. It's not made of sugar. They've put sugar into everything into our food system, and sugar is causing diabetes and it's causing obesity. Okay, people are getting really fat. Okay, and the reason is because when you eat fast food or you eat food that's not whole food, you're depleting your body. Your body's not getting the vitamins and minerals that it needs. And so it's hungry. So you're still hungry. So you're eating more, but you're still not getting the vitamins and minerals that you need. Now, another big thing that's happening with people is they have candida. Candida is where these things are growing in your intestine. Now, this is a Pluto, because Pluto rules the intestine. So I'm bringing this up because your wealth is in your health. Your power is in how good you feel. And also, people are going to the doctors to get antidepressants. And what I'm finding is they're depressed because their intestine isn't working right. Their intestine is not working right. 90% of your digestion takes place in your intestine. Pluto, Scorpio, 8th house rules this area. Okay, so 90% of your digestion takes place in your intestine, but your intestine doesn't know what to do with all this plastic that's been put into your food, or sugar, or what's worse than sugar, saccharin. Yes, all these Nutri-Seed and all this other crap, okay? That's worse than sugar, and sugar's really bad, okay? So the intestine doesn't know what to do with it. Also, your intestine rules your immune system. This is causing depression in people. It's causing depression, it's causing anxiety, it's causing cancer, it's causing disease, depression, anxiety, and fear. Okay? So here's a solution. I'm sharing with you what works for me. Probiotics. This is probiotics. This is raw probiotics, 50 billion. What probiotics does is it puts the good bacteria back in your intestine. So I'm not here to tell you not to eat at McDonald's. I'm not the authority of your life. You are the authority of your life. However, when you're eating that stuff and you're gaining weight and you're depleting your body of vitamins and minerals, what happens is the next thing is the disease starts kicking in. But if you're taking probiotics, you will start to drop off the weight and you won't crave the fats, you won't crave the salt, you won't crave the sugar. If you crave fat, if you crave salt, if you crave sugar, that's the candida growing inside your intestine. 80% of all Americans have it. So the way to get rid of it, or at least get it down to such a low quantity that it's not affecting your mind anymore, is probiotics. Now you want to get the probiotics at the health food store. And you want to get at least 37 billion count or higher, because the first few billion you put in there, the candida is going to eat it. But what happens after you, and I take one before I go to bed every night, it's a vitamin, it's a capsule, it's just a capsule. It's not a big deal. It's a little capsule. And you take it, and then when you wake up in the morning, everything's working, everything's clean, everything's purified. And you've got the good bacteria taken care of. You know, say you're on the road and you got to eat at McDonald's or you got to eat in a restaurant, it will take care of it so that it's not getting stuck in your body, and then your intestines not functioning correctly or your immune system's going down. But for some of my clients, they found when they got on probiotics, they weren't depressed anymore. They didn't need the antidepressants anymore. Okay? See how the corporations have taken us over? They've taken over our government. And here's another thing. Our government, those officials, the Senate and the House of Representatives, when they leave office, guess where they go? They go and work in the corporations. You see? So they've hijacked our government. So our government's not working for the people. And the food and the water and the air, it's not there for us anymore, because the corporations have taken over and they've made the laws work for them so that we can't sue them, so that we can't put them out of business for feeding us toxic poison. You are raising your vibration. You are here to ascend. And as you raise your vibration, you are going to become more sensitive to what you eat, to what you drink, to what you breathe. And so that's why I'm bringing this up, because if you're taking good probiotics, you're going to be taking care of your body. Your intestine's going to work great. You're not going to have any, side effects. You're not going to have health issues. And if you got to eat junk food here and there, it won't hurt you. And that's the important thing. We have to take our power back from these corporations. We have to take our power back from the poisons they've put in our food and what they've done to our system so that it works for them, but it hurts us. You see? So people are running to the doctors to get antidepressants because their intestine isn't working right. It does most of your digestion and assimilation. That's where you get your nutrients from. And it's totally connected to your immune system. So if you're depressed, you're anxious, you're fearful, it could be your intestine that's not working right because of whatever food you're taking in. Read the label on some of the food that you're eating. You'd be shocked to see what's in there. Don't buy canned food. Don't buy processed food. Make your own food. Cook like grandmother did. When your grandmother cooked, she cooked from scratch. That meant everything you ate was whole. That's what whole foods are. It's food that's made without chemical, without preservatives, without sugar. If you're going to eat sugar, you want to eat it from fruit. And if you're going to use salt, you don't even need salt. There's salt in everything. But if you are going to use salt, you want to use the sea salts, not the iodized. That's poison. Sea salt is the right salt. Okay, so I wanted to bring this up because it's another area that's been brought to my attention, is how valuable the probiotics are. Now, I'm sharing with you what helps me. These companies don't need my help. They're doing very well. But I'm sharing it with you because the better you feel, if you want a relationship, you have to be healthy for it. You got to be feeling good. You can't be depressed, right? People aren't attracted to depressed people, sad people. Oh, come get with me. I'm really sad. Come get with me. I'm a miserable wreck. Right? No, nobody's attracted to that. People are attracted to happiness. People are attracted to joy. People are attracted to fun. And people that are funny. And and smart and have a life going on. So you want to make yourself irresistibly attractive. You want to use this energy to empower yourself. We're in springtime. Springtime is an awesome time to cleanse. Springtime is a wonderful time to detox out the chemicals, the plastics, the sugars, whatever else we've been fed, and put in the good stuff, whole foods, fresh vegetables, proteins that are not chemicals, and then you're going to feel good. And watch that depression go away. Watch how much better you feel. Watch how your emotions are balanced. And Libra rules balance. Libra is all about balance. And we want balance in our relationships. So doing what's right for you means including your partner, including other people, and what they need from you, what they want from you. So creating that balance of here's what I've got, here's what you need, here's what you want, let's meet in the middle. How can we empower each other? Right? That's the goal with Libra, is making the union work, making the partnership work, making the relationship work so that it serves both people. Not just being codependent. Well, I'll just let him have what he wants, or let him think he's great, or let her think she's great, but I'm not going to tell her the truth. You know, that's not healthy either. It is about being honest and truthful in all of our relationships. And coming from that authentic power of who you really are, and encouraging your partner to also be authentic, to be who they really are. That's what real love is. Real love is not controlling each other. Real love is empowering each other and helping each other be your best self and live your best life. So this is a game changer month for all of us. This is a powerful month. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your health. Take charge of where you're going, what you need to be successful, and that will make you irresistibly attractive. And you'll be very attractive to other people. Now, the Pluto, Uranus, Jupiter, Mars, Grand Cross is on, and it is a game changer. This is the time for us to really speak truth to power. This is our time to tell these corporations, you're not going to run my life, you're not going to control my life, you're not going to make me sick and ill so I spend all my money at the doctors and I have all kinds of wacko diseases because you got to make a profit at my expense. That day is done. That day is over. This is for the people. This is power to the people. This is about the people rising up and taking our government back and having our government work for us. Yes, I'm evolutionary, but I don't believe in throwing the baby out with the bathwater. I believe in government, but I believe the government should work for the people. Isn't that what the Constitution says? Right? And so I believe that we can create this, you know, where we take what we have, but we innovate everything so that it's serving the people. And that's what we're doing with Uranus. Remember now, Pluto's going retrograde on the 14th. Uranus is direct. So Pluto in Capricorn may want the status quo, but the power is being given to the individual now because Uranus is moving forward. Uranus is direct. Mars will go direct May 20th. And so this is the time where we need to speak truth to power. This is the time for you to stand up and make your voice count. Every one of you counts. Every one of you matters. It is your soul destiny to be here at this time in humankind's history where we are changing over the way things are run, and it's time we take the power back and we create balance in our male and female energy. Male is not better than female, female is not better than male. We're moving to triality consciousness or mutuality consciousness, where we elect people based on their character and their ability, not on whether they're a man or a woman, or they're black, or they're white, or they're Catholic, or they're atheist, or whatever. This is just gets rid of people. You know, we live in a society that always is finding ways to get rid of people. We never look for ways to include people, right? And so Uranus is in charge now. Uranus is moving forward, and when Mars goes direct in May, it is going to be a powerful time for the individual to speak truth to power. And again, I'm not against anything. The law of attraction is you don't want to, there's no such thing as no in an attraction-based universe. Everything means yes, come to me. So I'm not saying that we need to, get rid of corporations or government. We just need to make them have a soul, and we need to make them to work for us, to work for the individuals. The same thing with our banking system. We don't need to get rid of banks. We need to make them work for the individual, for the family, for the people, so that we're building a middle class again, so that we're building communities, and we are eliminating student debt. Absolutely. Get the student debt off the books today, and reducing education costs so that anyone can go to school. Any child that wants an education or trade can go, and it's not based on money. It's based on ambition and hard work, character and integrity. That's what we're doing. That's where we're going. And right now everything's in chaos because it's built on the old energy. And those in control don't know that the game's over and that it's about people first, then the environment, and then profit. And so we are taking the power back, and we are giving the power to the individual. And this energy is about working together with each other, right? And coming from a place of balance. Balance is the key. Seek balance in your life. Seek balance in what you do. Seek balance in what you need. And you will be able to use this powerful, intense energy in a way that takes you to the future you want. It will take you to the future of your making. Jupiter is there, expanding Pluto and Uranus, reminding you to balance your emotions, right? Don't ignore your emotions, because the emotions are the messenger, right? So if you're not feeling good, right, you don't want to cover it up with something. It could be your intestine. It could be your diet. It could be a lack of exercise. It could be a lack of fresh air. It could be a bad relationship, right? Do we have to stay medicated to stay with people? What's up with that? Okay? So I'm just the messenger. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. However, this is what I'm seeing. And I have to bring you the truth based on my personal experience and my insight. And so, this is the time to really look at what you're doing and where you're going and how it serves you. You are here to have a great life. You're here to be free. And you want to look at what you're doing, and if it's feeding you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, in a healthy way, in a productive way. Look at your relationships. How can you balance yourself with your relationships? Remember, the most important relationship you're having is with your soul self. You came into this world as an individual, and you will cross over as an individual. The biggest relationship you're ever going to have is with yourself. And if you want a great relationship with your husband, your wife, or your new soulmate, the new true love in your life, you have to be having a good relationship with you. And that's what Libra is bringing to our attention. What is this relationship you're having with yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you loving yourself? Do you love yourself? How can someone else love us if we don't love ourselves? If we have low self-esteem? If we really don't like ourselves, right? We're only going to bring in people that mirror that back to us, because the first house is Aries and the seventh house is Libra, which mirrors Aries. And so if whatever people are mirroring back to you, that's what's going on inside of you. So you want to clean that up here, right? And that's what this is about. That's what the probiotics can help you do, is clean up yourself, clean up your diet, clean up your mind, and feed yourself whole food, whole thoughts, positive thoughts, empowering thoughts. And Do it in a balanced way. So the more I empower me, the more I bring to the table. The more I love myself, the more I can love you. And you don't need another person to be in love. You don't need to be in a relationship, a romantic relationship, to be in love. You can be in love with life. You can be in love with Source. You can love God. And God will love you back. That's what love is. Love is unconditional. It flows through you, through the stream of life. And when you cross over, that stream of life is cut. That's the crystal cord of life that flows into you. And that comes straight from Creator, the God Source, the great central sun. And that's what love is. Real love is unconditional. Real love just is. It's not something you go out and get. It's not something you earn. It's not something you deserve. It's something you attract. Love is what we attract. And you're here to have love. You're here to be in love. And to be in love, you want that sense of purpose. You need to have that sense of purpose in your life. I find that more valuable than happiness, because happiness can be up and down like this. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm happy, I'm sad. You know, something happens, I'm down. Something happens, I'm up. Something, you know what I mean? Happiness is all over the place. It's fleeting. Joy is eternal. Joy is inside of us, and no one can take that from you. Having purpose is what gives you that sense of mission and destiny and quest and love. It's better than what any human can give you, because a person can love us, but they can't be with us 24/7 loving us. Even if it's the greatest guy in the world or the greatest gal in the world, they can't be walking around with us all day loving on us, right? Because they got their own job to do. They got to go take care of things. And so we want to be able to give that to ourselves. We don't want to wait on other people to give it to us. We want to be able to give that to ourselves. And that's what real love is being in love with what you do, being in love with where you live, being in love with life, having a love affair with life. And God and Creator and Source and what you do, and that's your sense of purpose. Finding a sense of purpose is more important than being happy. Finding your sense of purpose is more important than being in love. Finding your sense of purpose is more important than anything else you could do. And that's why you want your health, because when you find that sense of purpose, like I'm here to be an astrologer, I'm here to be a coach, I have to be healthy to do it. Because if I'm not healthy to do it, then I can't do my podcast. I can't work with my clients. I can't go out and speak. I can't do what I'm here to do. So it's really important for me that I have high quality lifestyle. I want a high quality life. You know,